This is a tech tip to create a custom message within the new Blackboard Mass Communication. At my home screen, I want to create a message, making sure that I check all of the messages and I do not see the one that I want, so I'm going to create a new message. If you happen to notice in each of the categories, there is this create new message that will put that custom message inside of that category. So make sure that you check through all of the pre-messages that are there. And if you want to see what that message is, you click on the message and then you can click on the email icon down at the bottom, and this will give you what the message says. If you want to hear what a pre-built message is, go to the little phone icon and click on the little play button, and it will give you what that message is being sent out to the students. So let's say that I've looked through all of my messages and I cannot find one that I want. So choose a category that you think that is going to be going in. So let's say I'm going to create a tutorial message. So it's going to be class information, for example. Create new message. I now have a subject line that I want to put it in. So I'm going to type my subject, tutorial reminder. Okay, I'm going to enter my text into the template piece. Okay, so I've entered my message in my template. So now what I want to make sure that I do is I select where I want it to go out to. So if I click on the phone icon, it's going to go to the phone, and I will then have several options to get the audio in. Call me to record. I would then enter my phone number and it will call me to record the message. Call in to record, and it will give you a number for you to call in with a code, and it will give you an option to save the message or replay it or to redo it, and it's only going to be in the English in this case for this message. If you're going to be doing a message in English and Spanish, you would want to record the audio in both English and Spanish. There is an option for text-to-speech, but the text-to-speech is a robotic sound, so you would get a better response if you are able to enter the audio yourself. There is also an option to upload, so if you were to record it on your computer, you can upload, or text-to-speech, which will take this text and put it into speech. So let's say that I call in and I enter my message. I hit 1 to save the message. It then is going to record it for this English message. If I wanted to go out into Spanish, I would then click on the Spanish, and I would then have those same options where I can call in to record, or I can use text-to-speech, or I can use English audio that I recorded. So if you do text-to-speech, you have to really make sure that the text that is in here is exactly correct, because as you know, all translations are not perfect, and there may be errors within the conversion from English to Spanish, and it is unprofessional if you are sending out a message and it is not correct with that language. So again, I strongly suggest that if you do create your own personal message, that you record the message yourself. Now, going back to the bottom, if I wanted to go to the emails of the parents, I can click on the email. I can also click on the text message. Notice that it is limited to 140 characters, so I need to simplify this message so that it is only 140 characters. If I don't want it to go to the text of the parent, I X out of that, and it will remove that message from going out in that format. If I don't want it to go to the email, I can click off. If I only want it to go to the phone, then it would go to the phone. When I am done, I would then click on the save, and that is it. I would then be able to have it in my messages to be used. So again, the process to create a custom message is from the created message, find the category that you would want to put the message in, click on Create New Message, enter a subject line, enter the text that you wish, select if it's to be a phone message, an email message, or a text message. If you do not want it to go out in either of those, click on the X of that color and it will remove it from going out in that format. If you want it in a different language, you have to then, once you get the English set up, click on the Spanish and continue with the same method, Xing out of it for the ones that you do not wish. Strongly suggest that if you're going to be sending out custom messages, that you go and do the call in to record and you actually record your voice into the message. You will get a better response from the parents if you have a personalized voice. The robotic voice is not very good at times, so you really want to make sure that you're making the effort for these messages to go in your personal voice. If I need to edit the message, once I've created it and I saved it, you can go and click on that message and there is the edit button or the delete button, which will then allow you to edit that message if you need to.